getting our ass kicked every week by the Incredible Hulk.
Well, last night's episode was a very special episode. They revealed that the Incredible Hulk has an evil twin, and he's not green, he's red.
I know, it was amazing. Did you see it?
You can't compete with that.
Welcome to the show!
Horns up, metalheads. Happy Thanksgiving weekend. Hopefully you have come out of your tryptophan coma.
Yeah, and you're now like... I saw a thing on you could infuse all your food with weed.
Really?
All your Thanksgiving food with weed?
Yeah.
I tried it.
Yeah?
Didn't work.
No?
Because I was stoned to begin with, so it really didn't matter. It really didn't
Good point.
Yeah, so...
Just letting you know we're not playing any holiday music this weekend.
No?
We haven't broke out the Twisted Sister Christmas album yet.
Oh, I can't wait till we can play that in its entirety over and over.
All right, well... This week on the show, we are very fortunate to have Mike LePond of Symphony X and Mike LePond's Silent Assassins. If you
Good
don't have
shit.
that CD,
It's good stuff, man.
you are missing the fucking boat there.
Yeah. We missed the boat for a year.
A year?
So.
Oh, my God.
What the fuck? It's new to us, just like that one NBC thing. Hey, if you haven't seen it, it's new to you.
Yeah, and then I wanted to tell you, I got an email from a listener.
You did?
Yeah, that said that, when are you guys going to be informative or entertaining? And I said, it's Red and Jerry, not Bert and Ernie. If you want somebody informative, watch Sesame Street.
Yeah, you'll learn shit there.
Yeah.
You're not going to learn anything
Exactly.
here. Well, that's not our goal.
Yeah.
Our goal is just to waste 2
But he
hours
said he dug
of
the
your
show.
life. We just want to waste 2 hours of your
Yeah,
life.
Exactly,
you know?
that you'll never get back.
Yeah.
So why do you say we get into it? Here's a little Metallica from their CD Ride the Lightning. This is For Whom the Bell Tolls on Rockin' Metal Revival.
It's a holiday song, isn't
Exactly.
it? Sitting out
Bells,
there
yeah.
at the Salvation Army. They're
yeah.
ringing the bell,
Yeah,
tolling.
exactly.
Yeah.
Give till it hurts.
Yeah.
There's Fight and Laid to Rest on Rockin' Metal Revival. And, dude, I never really got into the Fight version of Rob's solo career, but I kind of dig that tune.
I did. I saw one of the shows.
Really?
For the second album. Got to meet him. Met him at a record signing. He
Yeah.
gave me tickets to go to the show for free.
Really?
Yeah, because I think he wanted me. I think he was hot for
I don't
me.
blame. Hey.
I took advantage of it though. I went to the show for free. It was fucking great show.
Yeah.
Way higher energy than like a Judas Priest show at
Yeah.
that time. So
I'd always like to see his band Halford.
yeah, that would have been.
You
a
know,
good one
I really
too.
like the Halford solo stuff. And Metal Mike
Yeah,
playing on that. And speaking of him, he played with Mike LePond's Silent Assassins. And we're going to talk
Yeah.
to Mike next hour.
You'll hear
Mike,
some of that later too.
exactly. He's a good friend. Mike is actually a pretty good friend of Veronica's.
Yeah.
You know?
They
And
met-
so
That's cool.
a friend of the V is a friend of us.
Yeah, and he plays bass on one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
The band's favorite song. When we played that together at
Yeah.
rehearsal and she started singing, it was like fucking everything clicked. It was like,
That song would be
That's-
king for a day.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a great tune. And so we'll talk to Mike LePond next hour. And coming up, we've got News of the Weird. You know, it is the holiday season, so it's going to get a lot
is?
weirder.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you put that one story that I sent you on your Facebook on here, that I put on your timeline? Is that in here?
Oh, the yeast one?
Yeah.
No. But I thought I was going to put a comment on there that this would be perfect topic to open up and talk about at Thanksgiving dinner when
Exactly.
everybody's passing around the dinner rolls.
Yeah.
Say, hey, these are special made with some special yeast.
Some, bad yeast.
Veg yeast.
Are you going to do that over at your at Kim's house, at her family?
Yeah, I should. I'm bringing lefse, so I'll
Yeah.
say, this lefse was made.
I had to use some yeast from a vag.
Veg yeast, yeah.
We'll put that story on our Facebook.
Yeah.
On the Rock and Metal Revival Facebook.
It kind of gave me the willies when I first saw it. I was like, I saw Chris was commenting on it, and I'm like, I'm staying the fuck out of this one.
All right, so we got News of the Weird coming up. We've got Talking Real Metal, your music news where you're not going to learn anything. And like I said, it is Red and Jerry, not Bert and Ernie, so you're not going to learn anything. You
And
will
we're not gay like them.
No,
either.
no.
Yeah, we don't live in the same.
Even though we both have shirts like them.
yeah. Well, we wear matching clothes all the time.
All the time.
But, hey,
All right.
that's just, the way things are.
All right, so let's get back to the music. Let's turn it up real loud. Here's some Primal Fear from their CD Rule Breaker. This is
one.
The End is Near.
Brand
New. Primal Fear. You're hearing it. First time play.
Yeah. Exclusive.
Yeah, on Rock and Metal Revival.
I'm going to add a cowbell intro.
Nice. There's Jason Newsted, and from his CD, what was that one
That
called?
was off the
Metal.
EP.
Was that off the EP? Yeah.
Which one was that? Soldier Head?
Yep, Soldier Head. Yeah.
That was off the EP.
Ain't that what you named the guitar you built for him?
Yeah.
The
called it
Soldier Head? What the hell happened to Jason
He just
Newsted?
fell off the planet, man. I don't know where he's at, what he's doing.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
Yeah.
we've had people send us messages on
what's
Facebook
up?
and to our email. Where the hell is Jason
He
Newsted?
just disappeared from everything.
Well, and Mike Mushok that was playing with him from.
He's in a bunch of different bands.
He's in
now.
Saint Asonia now.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know what's going on.
I don't understand it either. But hey, Jason, if you're listening, give us a call. Man.
Yeah, man.
Let us know you're okay.
Hell yeah.
All right, time for News of the Weird. Are we going to Florida again?
I'm sure there's Florida
All right,
in there.
okay. Toy Transformers, your phone into a vibrator.
Nice.
Makes sexting too real.
Ooh.
Huh?
You're going to get one of those, I bet.
You might not want to borrow your girlfriend's phone for a while there, buddy.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Might be a little slimy.
If you've ever imagined using the same device to get off as you used to call your mom, then a new accessory that turns your phone into a vibrator is right up your alley, you weirdo.
It'd be right up something.
Yeah. The Vibe is billed as the world's first sex toy which uses vibrations on your smartphone.
Hey, hurry up, call me.
Call me, redial. Right now, the company has only built a prototype. Product manager Remy Waddle told the Huffington Post in an email that all the buzz and that the website has gotten, they plan on launching a campaign to raise enough money to start producing the high-tech sex toy in masses.
Nice.
Nice.
And it's going to go in asses.
Yeah. Can I use your phone? God, it smells like shit. All right. Well, we weren't really expecting such a viral effect, and it changes our business strategy, Waddle said. Therefore, we will certainly opt for a crowdfunding. That should soon start. We find that out.
Oh, yeah. We got to get that on the website.
We got to get that on the website.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to help them out.
Yeah.
Okay. The company says it won't be available to consumers until at least June 2016.
So you're
and
just
there's
gonna
no
have to...
price confirmed. You know what? Maybe this could sponsor the V's tour.
Yeah, sponsored by who? What is it called? Buzzer? Phone
Eyes
fuckers?
Vibe. Phone fuckers. I
Phone
like that.
fucker.
That's
The
nice.
phone fucker.
We'll have to ask V about that. All right, guy steals...
Spell them both with a PH, though.
Yeah.
You know, so that way it doesn't...
It's, yeah,
yeah.
phonetically correct.
Yeah.
All right, guy steals beer truck, runs himself over with it. What the hell? 55-year-old Georgia man experienced karma almost immediately Monday morning after he allegedly stole a beer truck. Police responded to a Circle K in Columbus after getting a report of a stolen 18-wheeler Coors Light semi.
Nice. He stole Coors Light.
Yeah,
What a loser.
The truck driver left it running. I'm like looking for my wife's name here. Left it running
she
while
likes
he
that.
ran into the Circle K, and police ended up chasing suspect Gregory Miller in the truck. Now they caught up with him at a nearby Bojangles restaurant. You ever ate at Bojangles?
No, is that any
Must
better
be like
than
Waffle
Sambo's?
House. Yeah. Miller exited the truck in an attempt to flee police, and the truck ran over his leg.
Nice.
He was arrested and then taken to the hospital for a serious wound, possibly in the form of a broken right leg.
What a dumbass. He doesn't know how to use a brake. Put it in
Shut
park.
the fucking thing off.
Yeah.
All right. Accused flasher says he was just trying to remove a bug.
From his
You
dick?
can't get rid of crabs that way. Police say the suspect was involved in a similar incident a few days earlier.
He's got a problem with maybe wash it once in a while. You won't get bugs attracted
I think
to
something
it.
was bugging the guy.
Yeah, I guess so.
A Florida man is accused of exposing himself in a woman's restroom, I should say.
Oh, okay.
He told officers he was simply trying to remove an insect from his clothing. What the fuck was he doing in the women's room?
Yeah. Why do you have to go in there?
It might have been Caitlyn Jenner. Hold on.
Oh, jeez.
Lorenzo Adam Ramirez, 28 of Traveras, was arrested Tuesday, one day after a woman reported being the victim of a flasher
Oh.
at the Laurel Manor Recreation Center in Villages, Florida. You know where that is?
No, but It's in Florida.
Yeah, Ramirez told deputies he was doing landscaping in the area when a bug got into his clothing. The suspect said he went into the restroom to get the insect out and mistakenly chose a public restroom designated for women, not men.
Yeah.
The alibi is so bizarre that it might seem impossible to make up. However, Ramirez also fit the description of a man accused of exposing himself in that same restroom 3 days earlier.
Yeah, sounds like a serial flasher to me.
Exactly.
And
you would know.
I would know, yeah.
The woman said she thought it was an innocent mistake until she heard about the other incidents.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Wash that stuff. You won't get bugs.
This loser was arrested in January 2012 for allegedly trying to take an upskirt video of a woman.
Oh, so yeah, he couldn't have been.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been flashing anybody.
No.
No. He sounds like a fine, upstanding Floridian.
Exactly. All right, man ejected from football game gets sweet revenge with donuts.
Nice.
Oh, I know where this
like
happened.
this.
The man expressed his anger by giving the police coconut donuts. A California man sent 20 dozen coconut donuts to police officers at the University of Wisconsin-Madison as payback for getting kicked out of the Badger football game this past Saturday.
Nice.
The man traveled from Los Angeles to see the Badgers play Northwestern at Camp Randall on Saturday. He was assigned a seat in the student section away from his friends. So when he tried to join his friends, officers threw him out. Come Monday, 240 coconut donuts mysteriously appeared at the police headquarters.
Mysteriously.
Yeah. The delivery driver gave officers the man's name, and Lovicott tracked down an email address and began corresponding with him. He said this was meant as a harmless way to both show general gratitude for the job you do, which is awesome, but a slight disdain for my treatment Saturday, which was not so awesome. He said, donuts are awesome, but coconut donuts are not so awesome.
Somebody should have sent some fucking glasses to those goddamn refs, man. They screwed that whole game up.
Well, I thought he might have been one of the dumb shits throwing snowballs.
Oh,
That's why he
yeah.
got arrested, but no,
Yeah.
it wasn't that.
Well, that was just a nightmare of a fucking officiated game.
All right, and I got one more story here.
Okay.
There's a guy named Fook That Bitch wants Facebook to know that, yes, that's his real name.
How's it spelled?
He says he's been banned from the site multiple times. Fook Dat.
Fook that.
P-H-U-C-D-A-T-B-I-C-H. And Fook That Bitch is not a 12-year-old's poorly spelled insult. He's a 23-year-old Vietnamese Australian who asserts he has had his Facebook profile shut down multiple times over accusations he's using a fake name.
Fuck that bitch.
To prove his name to the world, he shared an image of his passport online. Originally posted in January, the photo surged in popularity online this week with more than 128,000 likes and 68,000 shares.
Nice.
As of last Friday.
Nice. Well, at least he's popular now.
He says, I find it highly irritating the fact that nobody seems to believe me when I say my full legal name is, and this is how you say it, or see it. I've been accused of using a false and misleading name, of which I find very offensive. Is it because I'm Asian?
Yeah, that's it.
Having my Facebook shut down multiple times and forced to change my name to my real name. So just to put it out there, my name, yours sincerely, is Fook That Bitch. Ironically, if he were to change his name on Facebook to avoid getting banned, he would be violating the site's real name policy.
Poor guy. I feel so sorry for him, and he's so well-spoken. He's a Vietnamese Australian, huh? How the hell does that happen?
I don't know, but I'd like to hear that accent.
Yeah. Yeah, really. That. I don't even.
I can't even do it.
No, that would be fucking funny though. Yeah, we gotta get him on the phone.
We gotta get him on the phone. Get him on the show. All right, coming up, we got.
We're looking for Fook That Bitch.
Fook That Bitch.
We want you on the phone.
Hi, this is Fook That Bitch, and you're listening to Rock and Metal Revival. I can hear it now. All right, so let's get back to the music.
Okay.
What do you say?
Sure.
This is the latest single from my buddies in Wayland. They are coming to play my birthday party. I saw them the other night.
Yeah.
And so this is their new single. It's called Bloody Sunrise on Rock and Metal Revival.
Here's your latest hard rock and metal news on Rock and Metal Revival.
All right, horns up, metalheads. Time to grab the kids, bring them around the speakers, and listen to some holiday cheer as we tell you absolutely nothing.
Make
It's
sure
time
you
for-
don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Don't lose it.
No.
Don't learn. Don't learn anything.
it's
If
time.
you do, we'll have to change everything.
Everything about the show.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
This is our segment called Talking Real Metal.
For real metalheads.
Real metalheads.
Yeah.
Here we go. Former Phil H. Anselmo and the Illegals guitarist found out that he wasn't in the band through the internet.
That's very classy. Way to go, Phil. You really impressed me. I can't stand the guy. I
Really?
just don't. I don't think.
No,
Ugh.
you don't think much of him?
No,
No,
not
okay.
at all. Not at all. Never.
So he
have.
would never be the singer of your band.
No, never,
Okay, all right.
never.
Megadeth's Dave Mustaine has become incredibly close with Chris Adler.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Is he turning? Is he turning?
I don't know. I don't care. It's
Soft?
I don't know. Never mind.
Maybe.
Guns N' Roses theme Slot Machine coming out in January.
Woohoo! So they can rip you off another way.
Exactly.
If they fucking reunite, they'll
Yep.
rip you off a couple other different ways.
Metallica's Kirk Hammett has reconnected with his instrument. You know, Steve
What?
Reamer has reconnected with his too.
Yeah, but that's just a mini instrument.
Oh, okay. Trans-Siberian
A
Orchestra's
mini organ.
pipe flute. Let's see. Trans-Siberian Orchestra Letters from the Labyrinth.
Lambert.
Whatever.
Lambert.
Cracks U.S. Top 10. What'd you think
Wow.
of it?
I haven't listened to the whole thing yet. I got to listen to it.
well,
I got it. I haven't
After
listened to it.
Thanksgiving, dude, you
Yeah,
can listen to
now
it.
I can listen to it, yeah.
New Richie Blackmore Rainbow drummer plans to play the music as authentically as possible. Well, thank you for that.
Well, yeah. Might as well.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going to play it
I'm just
like
going to
it's...
get there and slam shit around.
Yeah, I'm not going to play it. I'm not even going to keep a rhythm.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go up there and hit shit. What the fuck?
All right, Journey welcomes back drummer Steve Smith, announces tour with the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah, they got somebody who isn't a total fucking douchebag to play drums now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
one guy got busted for...
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna be occupied for a while.
You're gonna be pumping him sunshine. Danzig's new album of all new material will probably be released next year.
I can't wait to
I can't
ignore
wait to
it.
get some Danzig.
I can't wait to ignore it.
Jimmy Page aiming to start solo album in 2016. We haven't had a Jimmy Page solo album in a long time.
No, he hasn't done anything for a while.
Fourth annual Metallica night to be held at AT&T Park in San Francisco for probably for the Giants? Usually it's the Giants. Yeah. Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee is free of hepatitis C, says his ex-wife Pamela Anderson.
It's a miracle. How'd they do that?
Yeah. Except Wolf Hoffman says the band will start working on a new album next year.
Cool. Well,
Def Leppard's Phil Collins says a lot of younger bands are more interested in being famous than making music, and that's true. That's a pretty good statement.
yeah, they're all about the one quick hit and
Look at me.
get famous. Look, I'm on TV and then do nothing.
That's why you and I, we don't,
Yeah, we're
almost
not-
10 years of doing this shit.
Yeah, and we're still not famous. And
No,
we still
we're going to
don't
be
care.
after this weekend.
Oh, we will.
Once that article's in the newspaper,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
well, you're going to be famous.
Be a legend.
Yeah. Vi, Sheehan, Bissonette to team up with Steel Panthers frontman to recreate David Lee Roth classes.
It's the only way it's going to sound good.
Yeah, what's that tell you, Dave?
Yeah,
And-
that's going to be. I'd like to see that
Yeah.
show because he'd be good in Van Halen.
Yeah.
Man. He'd make Van Halen sound like Van Halen.
Yeah, exactly. And Gilby Clarke on Guns N' Roses reunion. It should happen.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you, Gilby, for saying it's
I
going to be.
won't go. I won't go.
I'm not going either,
I
man.
could
I
care.
saw the original Guns N' Roses. I don't
Way
need
back.
to see this. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
not worth it.
no. Hey, here's a new band we played last week, and we're going to play another cut from them this week. The band's called Blood Red Saints. The CD's called Speedway, and this song is called Feels a Lot Like Love. We're going to talk to Mike LePond coming up next hour.
Is it a ballad?
No.
Okay.
On Rock and Metal Revival.
This portion of Rock and Metal Revival is brought to you by...
Don't worry, you won't get hurt. Your equipment should protect you.
Being on the same team as you is all the padding I need, Rosie.
Are you okay?
You okay, Hoser?
I'm your father, Luke. Give in to the dark side of the Force, you knob.
He saw Jedi 17 times, eh? Beauty.
Rock me, roll me, jackal me off. There's Jackal and My Moonshine Kicks Your Cocaine's Ass from their CD When Moonshine and Dynamite Collide. Dude, that was a fucking killer show last week on Sunday night.
It was good.
Oh, man, it's Jackal. You know what I mean? If you like Jackal, it's always good, but it was funny, man. Jesse got the chainsaw out, and he carved the word jackal into one of the ceiling tiles with the chainsaw.
No kidding?
Yeah,
Did
and then they auctioned it off for a guy who died in a house fire.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but you should have seen all the, how when a tile explodes, all the little, you should have seen it flying. It would look like it was snowing up there.
Nice,
but,
nice.
Jackal, for a band that doesn't get a lot of respect, man, they've been around a long time.
Where were they playing? At the Lodge?
Yeah, but it was packed, dude.
Did you have your hat on with the horns?
No.
You didn't have your water
It wasn't
buffalo?
a water buffalo thing.
It wasn't the Water Buffalo Lodge?
No.
Oh.
I wasn't being the Grand Poobah either.
Oh, jeez.
So, no. Huh. But it was a good show.
Yeah? A lot of people, huh?
Yeah, and our buddy's 5-Star Ruin opened it.
Oh, cool.
So,
Cool.
Great show. And it was a fundraiser for a guy who ran back into a burning house to save his son, and him and his son both died.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. So
ouch.
I'll pay money for that anytime.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
so,
I can hear that. That's cool.
Yeah, so coming up, we're going to talk to Mike LePond from Mike LePond's Silent Assassins and Symphony X. And this Mike LePond Silent Assassin CD has been out for a year, and Jerry and I just woke up and started listening to it.
Just got it. Yeah, it's like, whoa, man, some great bass playing, man. If you like bass playing, good shit.
And
lead bass.
Yeah.
I play lead bass.
Exactly.
It's got some good shit on it, though.
We're going to talk to Mike coming up, but right now we got a song called Apocalypse Ride. This is Mike LePond's Silent Assassins on Rockin' Metal Revival. There's Mike LePond's Silent Assassins with Apocalypse Ride on Rockin' Metal Revival. And, dude, I am so digging this CD.
Dude, I am too. I loved all the bass solos and stuff, man.
And being a guitar player, that's a lot saying that. And we are very honored and happy to have him on the show with us today, Mr. Mike LePond. Welcome to the show, Mike.
Hey, thanks, guys. Pleasure to be on.
Hey, Mike, you're pretty much known as a member of Symphony X, and I guess I want to know how long you had the idea of doing a solo project, and how long had you been working on those songs before you actually got this album out?
Yeah, well, I always had a first love for classic heavy metal, and Symphony X, we're known as one of the most popular progressive metal bands out there these days, and so I always wanted to do just like a heavy metal album, and this was in my mind, I guess, for the last maybe 10 years or so. So when we came out with our last album back in 2011, I knew we had a pretty extensive touring schedule coming up. It was going to be about 2 years, so I decided that would be a perfect time to finally try to do this. So what I did was, on the tour bus, we would tour the USA, we would tour Europe. So I would wake up before everybody and start working on songs little by little each day, sometimes some music, sometimes some lyrics. And then by the end of our touring schedule, I actually had it all done. So it worked out really perfectly.
Nice.
Well, the one thing I like about it is how heavy the sounding is, and now it features Metal Mike, and he's played with the likes of Halford and Testament. How did the two of you get together?
Well, Metal Mike lives here where I live, which is in New Jersey, and I've probably known him for about 10 years or so, and I've done some things for him. I actually played on his solo album, which he did maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. So, so we've been really good friends, and, I respect him very much as a great guitar player, and he's so well known. He only lives like a half hour away, so I figured he would be perfect because I know he really likes this style of music, and he would do a really great job. So when he heard it, he loved it, and he knew exactly what to do with it.
Nice. So who are some of your favorite bass players?
Well, I started out, when I was younger, my favorite bass player was Gene Simmons, and then I started to get into Steve Harris from Iron Maiden, and Geezer Butler from Black Sabbath,
nice.
And then Joey DeMeo from Manowar. So I think those guys, well, actually Geddy Lee too of Rush.
Oh yeah.
So those guys, I think, kind of sum up what my style is. Even though there are some guitar players I'm actually influenced by that I kind of listen to their stuff and try to play it on the bass. Guys like Richie Blackmore.
Nice.
So yeah, all that stuff together kind of sums up my style.
Sweet.
Now, your vocalist, Alan, he put in a superb performance on this album. A lot of people probably hadn't heard him before. His Silent Assassins gig. Now, what had he done before he hooked up with you?
Sure. Well, Alan is another guy from here in New Jersey, and he's done some stuff here and there. I guess the most famous band he's ever been in was a band called Watchtower. And they came out, I think, in the late 80s, early 90s. And so they're kind of a cult band out of Texas. He's also been in a band called Seven Witches, and he's been in a band called Hades. I first met Alan in 2010, and we were kind of playing in Seven Witches together. We were doing some live gigs, and I would listen to him sing, and I was like, wow, this guy sings with such power, but he can really sing really well, and he's got this tough heavy metal voice that you don't really hear too much these days. Most guys, when they're singing metal these days, are very operatic, but there's not enough toughness out there. So I thought he would be perfect. So I approached him. He heard the stuff. He loved the stuff. And he came into the studio, and he just did an amazing job. I was just so impressed and so happy that I had somebody this great on my CD. So he definitely likes the stuff, and he's itching to do another one.
Well, now, it must have been cool for you to have the support of your Symphony X bandmates on this album. It must be kind of nice going into the studio with people you're familiar with.
Yeah, the guys in the band were very supportive, especially Michael Romeo, our guitar player. He wanted to help me, and I couldn't have done it without him. I mean, he recorded the whole album for me. He also played some lead guitar along with Metal Mike. He played some keyboards for me, and he did some orchestration, and he actually programmed the drums for me. So he was a vital part of the whole project. And our keyboard player, Michael Pinella, he came down and he helped out with a lot of the backing vocals and that kind of thing. So yeah, having the support of the band really felt great, and and I think it really helped make the album that much better.
So have you had any chance to play any of these songs live?
I've been tooling around with that idea for a long time, and so I finally kind of decided that I think I want to do some shows with the project. Now, some of the guys who played on it, wouldn't be able to play live, but I definitely have the singer, Alan, so I'll play with him and a couple of other musicians. So I'm getting some guys together now, and we'll probably do, hopefully a couple of high-profile shows in between the Symphony X tours next year.
That would be cool.
That'd be very cool. Now, there's a big difference between the music on the Silent Assassin CD and what Symphony X usually does. What has been the reaction of the Symphony X fans to your solo project?
That's a great question. At first, when before I released the record, I definitely was a little worried, because the Symphony X fans expect a certain style from me. That's what I was thinking, but happily I was wrong. When I did release the album, the Symphony X fans really embraced it, and they really supported me as well. So that was great, because I think even though it's a different style, there were a lot of Symphony X elements that I put in there, especially the way I structured some of the songs and with some of the orchestration that's in there. So it has definitely a little bit of a Symphony X flavor along with the classic heavy metal style. So, yeah, I mean, happily they all liked it pretty much, and so that was a load off my mind on that one.
Well, right now, speaking of Symphony X, you guys have a new album out. What's the plans for some tours of Symphony X going on?
Yes, Symphony X has a new album out, and it's called Underworld. It got released only a couple months ago. And so far what we've been doing with that is last September and October, we did a full tour of the U.S. and Canada. So, and we actually co-headlined with Overkill on that one. So that was a really, really cool tour.
Yeah.
Couple of diverse bands in there, and their fans liked what we were doing, and vice versa. Definitely a cool tour. The next thing we have on our plate is in February. We're going to do a 5-week tour of Europe, and I love touring Europe. The fans are always so good to us over there, so that's going to be killer. And then some tentative things after that is South America and then Japan. So next year we're definitely going to be very busy. So hopefully with that and doing a few spotty Silent Assassin show in there, most of your listeners will see me at some point.
Sweet.
Now, I also wanted to talk to you about your participation with our good friend Veronica Freeman on her solo project, and I also wanted to talk about your stellar acting in the video for Again.
Yes, absolutely.
Did you get any awards or anything for that yet?
I was expecting a nomination for an Academy Award, but maybe they just lost my number.
People's Choice
or MTV Video Awards or.
I know. I was expecting the calls to come pouring in. Maybe they still will.
Yeah.
I met Veronica. We started talking probably around 2011, I think. And we started talking through Facebook. The band she was in, Benedictum, they were trying to maybe get an opening slot on a Symphony X tour. So, we were talking about that stuff. And, in between all the business, we were definitely becoming good friends. And we kept in touch throughout the years. And, I've always wanted to work with Veronica because I think she is the best female metal singer out there, in my opinion.
Amen.
Dude,
And,
you're not alone. She's number one for me, too. Hearing her live, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, while all these other women are singing opera, this girl comes out, Veronica comes out, and she just sings with power and passion. And, man, that's so refreshing, So when she decided to do a solo album, she was nice enough to ask me if I would play on one of the songs. And so I heard the song King for a Day, and she was singing with, the old Black Sabbath singer. So I was like, wow, this is so cool. And, the song was right up my alley, very Black Sabbath sounding. So I had a really great time playing on it. So that was cool. And then she approached me about a video. And I thought that would be fun, So I just went in there. Didn't take long. I was just there a couple hours, and, I didn't even know what I was doing, but they said I did it okay, so so that was fun too. And she shot that right here in New Jersey, so it was no big deal. So yeah, we're just great friends. And when Symphony X on this latest tour, when we came through where she lives, she came out to the show, and we had a great time. So, it's always great hanging out with Veronica.
Now, when I listened to Silent Assassins, the only thing that I noticed that was missing was cowbell. Now,
something?
any idea, any chance you remaster it and send it out with some cowbell?
Wow, that was a huge oversight on our part. No cowbell.
Especially the song Silent Assassins really needs cowbell, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Now that you bring that up, wow, that could really...
It would make it the number one album. It would make it the number one album in Wisconsin.
Yeah, we love cowbell.
Yeah, the number one album between 3rd Avenue and 5th Street in Wisconsin would be the best.
Well, we're going to play another track off the Silent Assassins CD. But, Mike, if your fans want to know where to keep up with you, where's the best places?
Okay, well, I have a fan page on Facebook, and you just look up Mike LePond Silent Assassins, and on that page I'll tell you everything I'm doing, and it gives you information to buy the Silent Assassin stuff, and then also for Symphony X. Symphony X has everything you want. SymphonyX.com, and we also have a fan page on Facebook, and with Symphony X, as far as that goes, you can find out anything about us anywhere, so it's a lot easier.
Sweet.
Okay, well, cool. We're going to play the track The Outsider from the Silent Assassin CD. Any story behind this one?
Well, The Outsider basically is taken from a short story by the same name by an author named H.P. Lovecraft. And for your listeners who might not know who he is, he's kind of like an Edgar Allan Poe guy. He has short stories, horror, and that kind of thing. So, The Outsider, when I read it, it was like my favorite short story. So I definitely wanted to write a song about it. The riff is probably my favorite riff that I ever wrote. So hopefully everyone will enjoy it.
All right. Well, Mike LePond, you are always welcome back here on Rock and Metal Revival.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and when I have some more news, I'd be happy to come back.
There's Iron Maiden and Run to the Hills on Rock and Metal Revival, and with the Thanksgiving holiday. Yeah. Watch that video.
Yeah.
For the Thanksgiving holiday. And, dude, have you been listening to any Christmas music yet?
No.
Are you going to listen to any Christmas music?
I'm hoping not. I'm hoping no. Not in my house, no. No.
You're going to dig the TSO out?
I might. No, I'll listen to the new album.
Yeah.
But I don't, it's not a Christmas album, is it?
No.
It's not
Lizzie
Christmas,
Hale's on there. That song's pretty good, but it's more of a ballad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you probably won't hear it
I'll
here.
have to check it out. They do some cool stuff, though.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
That's very cool. So we're coming up in December. We've got, we're going to be on the Classic Metal Show again with our top 15.
Oh, yeah, we still got to figure out how to count. How to count to 15.
Yeah. Maybe we can
still get stuck at 12, 10.
10,
12,
11.
Yeah.
So then we've got that. We've got our top 10 of each of us. Coming up.
That's like 20.
20 songs that you're going to hear right here. And that's going to be on the weekend of New Year's.
Oh, cool.
And then the weekend of Christmas, we'll have our Christmas show. The weekend before that, I don't know who we got to get a couple more guests.
Yeah.
Everybody's shutting down for the holidays.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Worst comes to worst, man, we can always get the V back.
Yeah. See what she's up to.
See what she's up to. Showed that picture of that snake on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see what I said?
Yeah.
Make a good pair of boots.
And I said, my good guitar strap.
Exactly. So hopefully everybody's had a great Thanksgiving with your family. For those celebrating in North America, around the world, hopefully you're having a great weekend, and be safe out there. And
hopefully you played our Thanksgiving song at Thanksgiving too.
Which one's
from
that?
last week? Hellbent for Leather, Judas Priest.
Oh yeah.
In case your old lady can't cook and the turkey tastes like leather. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So until next week, don't drink and drive.
Smoke and fly. Peace.
This brings to an end another edition of Rock and Metal Revival. If you enjoyed it, tell a friend. If you didn't, tell two. Until next time, this is Rock and Metal Revival.
Dude, this is fucking weak.
How could things be any worse?
To catch the whole show of Rock and Metal Revival, all you have to do is check it out on these affiliates. Mega Rock Radios on Saturdays from 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and on Uncontrolled Noise Tuesdays at 1 a.m., Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on UncontrolledNoise.com. And make sure that you leave them a message and tell them that you found Rock and Metal Revival on their stations. Enjoy this edition of Rock and Metal Revival.